Welcome to Broken Hill, named by Sturt, who came through this area in 1844. And he named it because of the ranges in the area were a bit of an obstacle to get around. But the town came together because it forged itself on zinc, lead and silver, and therefore it's known as the Silver City. The town was surveyed in about 1888, and many of the buildings here are from that period as the town began to get its wealth. So today we're going to have a walk around the city and show you some of the architecture that we can see today.
Peter here in Broken Hill. Broken Hill is famous for many things, but it also was the only place of war in Australia during World War I. And that is the result of two Turkish men carrying flags and shooting and killing 4 residents of Broken Hill. As much as we played a great part in World War I, this was the only act of war within Australia.
Hotel behind me, Centennial Hotel, was built in 1888. But as Peter and I are walking around doing this heritage walk, we've also noticed that a lot of the streets here are named after minerals. I'm looking down Argent Street here, and between 1902 and 1926 there was a steam train that used to steam all the way down the street. In 1890, this present police station was built. It replaced a tin shed. Now, if you were a male prisoner, you were chained to the floor. If there was a female prisoner inside the cells, then you were taken outside as a male and chained to the fence outside. And I wouldn't want to be outside if it was a freezing night, because temperatures here in the Outback drop below zero sometimes. Ooh, think about how cold that would have been.
Here I am, standing in front of the Palace Hotel. The hotel was built in around 1889, but has become more popularised with the filming of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Now Jojo's going to talk to you a little bit more about that later on, but there are some classic scenes that take place in this hotel.
Priscilla Queen of the Desert was filmed in 1994, which makes it 30 years old, and there is about to be a sequel. So the three actors, Terrance, Guy Pearce and Hugo Weaving, played major roles in the film. The rooms were known for its artistic, creative murals. Mario Cellotto, who owned the building from the 1970s to 2004, painted the copy of Botticelli's Birth of Venus in 1980. It took him 144 hours, and as you can imagine, at the end of it, he referred it to as a pain in the neck. But an Aboriginal man named Gordon Way painted many of the landscapes. The murals cover over some 500 square meters.
We have completed our little walk of Broken Hill and back to the place where we started. That would be the Kintore Shaft. Now this is not its original location because it was some distance out and it operated from around 1903. Repaired a little bit during that period of time and finally were decommissioned I think around 1959, yes, around that time. Then it became a community project and reinstated here back around 1984. So it's been hanging out here since about 1984 and it tells us a little bit about the history of shafting, I suppose, or how do you pull those things up and down from the mine.
We finally come to the end. So if you're interested in doing the heritage walk around Broken Hill in the Central Business District, pick up the brochure from the information centre across the road and do yourself a favour, take in Broken Hill and explore some of the beautiful architecture there is to see here today. We shall see you on our future adventures, we hope. See you on the next one. Bye folks.